All right, should we do this review and then we'll get into all this other... We have a whole bunch of fun little stuff here to get to, but... Okay. Let me pull out my notes. Now, is this a Halloween? Is this... It's not meant to be a scary movie, right?
Well, it's about vampires, so... It's sort of on theme.
Spooky.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't find it... I didn't find it even a drop of spooky in it.
But like
maybe there was times when Edward, what's his name?
Edward.
When Edward is like, what's he gonna do?
Right. If you're going into it blind, you don't know that he's not gonna kill her, right?
So there's an aspect that was lost on me, simply because. AB, where are you going? This is all for you.
Nate just asked me to cover him.
Oh, I can cover you.
All right, yeah, please.
Oh,
I am bent over.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message, Nate. Yeah, I got you.
So there's definitely the Twilight guys is so funny.
Twilight guys.
There's certainly an element of it that lost on me because I mean this video's been or movie's been talked about to death, so I kind of like understood the characters and everything. So maybe that removes some of the suspense of like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? But like there was
I'm sorry, before I get too much into it, remember we have a quiz too.
Oh, do the quiz first.
Let's do the quiz because it might get spoiled in your review.
Yeah. Okay. Do the quiz.
Okay, so I put together a quiz for Ethan and Hila.
Okay.
To see how well they were paying attention, if they're qualified to give this review.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Just shout it out. And Olivia, I told Olivia she could answer if you guys don't get it.
Yay.
Okay.
What is the name of the town where Bella moves to live with her father?
Fuck cares?
Fort or something?
Yeah, Fort. Thank you, Hila.
Very good.
Fort.
Nice.
Fort.
Okay. What's Bella's dad's name?
Something. Why do I need to know her dad's name?
Because he's the real heartthrob of the story. Every Twilight fan knows that.
Chief.
He's old as fuck. You can't. These people want to fuck 16-year-old boys and 50-year-old men.
I'll reframe the question.
Pick a lane,
Such
ladies.
a weird relationship, her and her dad.
Who is the only good police officer? Olivia, tell him.
Charlie Swan. I have a t-shirt with Charlie all over it. He looks so good.
I got it for Olivia's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
Thank
on.
you so much, AB.
Why would I remember her dad's name?
Charlie.
Okay.
They say it all the time.
I didn't remember it.
Okay.
Okay. What's Edward's special vampire ability?
I know.
He can hear thoughts.
He can hear thoughts.
Whose can he not hear?
Hers, duh.
Who's what? Oh, yeah. Her.
Can't hear her
He
voice.
can't hear her thoughts.
Okay.
And she smells good.
What's Alice's power?
She can see into the future, duh.
Okay. What kind of car does Edward drive?
I don't know, but it was a weird looking, like, dumpy car because all of his family had, like, badass slick cars and he showed up in, like, a VW Bug.
It was it's a Volvo. It was sponsored by Volvo. Or
Hell yeah. Dude, I have a cool fact, if I may. There's a lot of main characters in movies. They have them drive Volvos because there's not a lot of notions about what a Volvo driver is. While like a BMW driver, you think of them as a douchebag.
Right.
And so they tend to, I don't know, that's just a thing.
Well, so it's just the way the car looked weird. What model was that?
I had it, but I deleted it.
I immediately noticed and was like, that is weird. Because
because the scene was like supposed to be badass where he like rolls up to save her, but then like he skirts in a Volvo.
It looked old too. It didn't even look new.
Yeah, it was new at the time, but yeah, it was.
The car in the movie looked like used.
Okay, why do the Cullens live in Forks?
Because they used to live there and they're moving back.
They moved back. I don't know why.
And also there was like, I think
they had beef with the wolves.
Right, that was touched on a little bit, but it was something.
But they still have beef with the wolves. It seems like.
It was something about I think they got ran out of town and they're coming back, and also there's like mean vampires there that are giving their family a bad name. I mean, that's basically what I remember.
Go ahead, Olivia.
Can I guess? Because I actually don't know. Is it they have a new pact with the wolves where like
that
they
was
have
not
to stay
covered
here?
in the movie?
I think on the beach when
no
Jacob was talking
fucking way.
to Bella.
That was not discussed once in this movie.
It's because it's the weather there. It's always rainy, so they could hide their skin.
There's lots of
Okay.
rainy places.
Okay.
But they did used to live there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You're right. You're right. You're
Okay.
right. You're right.
The
It's
rainiest
rainy.
place in the continental U.S. That's
Yes,
what he
exactly.
It's very. There's not a lot of sun out there
Okay. Why do the Cullens only play baseball during thunderstorms?
because they're so fucking
Because there's
good.
no sun.
Exactly. Well, not the sun.
no,
No, sorry,
they're
not the
so
sun.
good because when they hit it, it's so loud. They need the lightning and all the sound to cover up
Exactly.
for them.
Oh,
Yes.
So
it's the sound. I
freaking
totally missed what they
good.
were saying.
They're so good.
I thought they were saying like there's clouds, so it's
Oh,
not
okay.
as sunny.
What subject does Bella first share with Edward? Like
What
school
did they
subject?
talk about? Or what's? Oh, they were doing like
What
chemistry or
class?
something.
Oh yeah, like science or something,
Yeah.
chemistry.
They're looking through a microscope.
They're
Yeah.
in microscope. What class is that?
Biology.
Yes.
Okay.
What color truck does Charlie give
Orange.
Bella?
Yes.
Is that
sorry.
that beat up old one?
Yeah,
This is kind of rusty.
I like the
It
color.
was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it was red.
Okay, red.
What excuse does Edward give Bella for his eye color change? ChatGPT got this wrong, by the
He
way.
said it was the weather.
Yeah,
It was the sun, the weather. Or wait, no, put your hand down.
What
I
did
know
he
this one.
say?
I remember.
We were like, that doesn't really explain it.
He said, I remember they were in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yep. She says,
Why are your eyes different color?
she
Yeah.
said, do you have contacts? And he says, no.
Yeah.
And she says, they're different. They look different color. And he
Yeah.
says,
I'm thinking, hold on, I need this.
it's a definitely like a meme line.
I feel like I'm in school when
Thank
you
you,
like
son.
hold
Can I
your
try
hand
one
up.
too?
Oh shit, it's in the mug? Oh, we got these heating mugs from
I like
Tom.
mugs.
He
Mugs.
got these guys. Yeah, it's Ember apparently. It costs $150 for this thing.
That
Mugs.
Do you
seems
know about
reasonable.
embers?
That
Do you know,
seems.
what's that? Do you know about the embers? I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not sponsoring us. They just sent.
I
it.
was wondering,
Yeah.
is this a potential
No,
sponsor?
no, I don't think so.
Maybe.
Did he buy it for us?
No, they sent it to us.
They sent it to us.
Yeah,
okay.
they were gracious.
Oh,
I think $150 seems very reasonable.
It depends how good it is.
I'll see. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Because, well,
My mom swore by them. That was
Oh,
what-
your mom.
Yeah, I brought it
Okay.
up originally that these cups.
if you're at a desk all
okay.
day and your coffee stays like
Exactly.
at the same temperature when you poured it, is epic.
That's the idea.
I trust moms because once you have kids, you never drink your coffee hot again
It's true.
or have food when it's hot again.
Mugs.
I said it was the light. I see people
So
saying
what is it?
fluorescent. I said it was the light.
But more specifically, the fluorescence.
Okay.
That's what he says.
Got it.
Technically, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. How does he explain to Bella how he saved her? How he got to the car so quick?
He had an adrenaline rush.
It's like I was right next to you.
That too, yeah.
Stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is the last question for you guys. I put 4 hard questions for Olivia, but you guys can answer as well. But the last one for you guys was the name of the vampire that tracks Bella throughout the movie. The bad one.
Like Jack or some dumb shit like that.
Jasper.
Nick? No, no.
Jasper is a brother-in-law.
Brother.
Jasper.
You guys are close.
There's some dumb 4-letter name.
Nicholas.
James.
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 But there is a Nicholas in Vampire Diaries, so.
Okay.
That's something.
Because it's such a vampire
Yeah.
name.
Okay.
Sorry guys,
Okay.
I know I cheated on. I saw fluorescence, but I said light. I mean, you know.
Well, you
That's
did
close
say
enough.
that you saw it on chat.
Yeah, I admit it. I
They
admit
weren't.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the 4 I put together for Olivia, but if you guys know it, feel free.
I'm nervous.
Okay.
How many bathrooms does Bella's dad have in his house?
They share a bathroom.
Gotta be one, right?
Yes.
He says there's only
That's
one
not
bathroom,
hard. I
so
feel
we
like that's
gotta
easier
share.
than some of the
Okay,
ones.
here. Give them a chance to answer this one then,
Okay.
Olivia. What color is Bella's room?
White.
Did
Ink.
not pay attention.
Olivia?
Purple.
Mm,
Uh-oh.
Her bed stuff is purple.
It's probably blue because
Right,
everything.
how many
in that
colors
movie's
are
blue.
left?
it's green.
Oh, okay.
Her bedspread is purple.
The
and
next
Charlie's-
question is what color is Bella's bed stuff?
Oh, I don't know the color of her walls. So green, purple.
Purple is correct. What is this song that's playing in the background during the baseball game?
Oh, Dan was saying the
what was
band.
it?
I don't
was
know
it?
the song. It's like Black
What was
Hole something.
Black hole.
Supermassive
No.
Black Hole by
Oh yeah,
Muse.
yeah. I don't remember.
Okay, 2 out of 2.
Thank you
I mean,
so
2 out
much.
of 4.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
See, everybody in chat is saying purple, 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 because that's the first thing you think about when you think about Bella's room.
Okay, thank you, AB.
Thank you. That
So
was fun.
I mean, we watched.
You guys did good, yeah.
I watched.
Okay.
I put my phone away. I put my Steam Deck away.
Yeah.
You locked in.
I'm being serious about this.
Yeah, I
We
appreciate
stayed
it.
up all night because of it.
Bro, we went to bed so late. Why is this? We put it on at like 10. I feel like.
No, but then the kids wake up, and we didn't get to start watching until 12.
Well, I had to do it.
Yeah.
You had to do it.
And then by the time we got in bed, it was like 3 a.m.
Oh my god.
The
Yeah.
runtime is 2 hours 10 minutes.
I
Not,
know,
like,
but you know,
crazy long,
there's
but-
pauses,
Of course. Of course.
bathroom, snack, dogs. The list goes on.
So this film has a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 72% audience score. Where would you lie? In
Okay, well, I'm not going to score it yet, but I'll say
Okay.
this. I wouldn't hold that against this movie that's a cult classic because one of my favorite movies of all time, The Fifth Element, also got dumped
One of your-
on. Sixth Element?
Oh, yeah.
Got dumped on by critics.
One of your favorite movies?
Yeah, bro. No, sorry, I'm thinking of... Hold on, what am I thinking about? Fifth Element.
Right, you're
Thank
just
you,
very
Luke.
unsure of what movie you were talking about. It's one of your
Oh,
favorite
I wasn't
movies.
sure if it was the fourth or fifth element.
Thank you, Luke.
I love the fourth
I
element.
just generally know the names of
I
my
thought you
favorite
weren't
movies.
sure if it
so I
was that
a little
movie or Pulp
confused.
Fiction.
Rotten Tomatoes gave Sandlot 65%, so I'll never trust them.
Yeah, sometimes it's just
Yeah, sometimes
crazy.
it's so stupid.
So, okay,
Stop
I
with
have
the
a
tomatoes.
list chronologically through the movie. I'm going to
Alright.
ask you guys.
Before your list, because I don't think you have that one on the list, the blue filter. I hate any movie that has that filter.
There it
Well,
is.
it is only in the first movie, and then they oddly just drop it.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I hate that.
Hate
Should have kept
it.
it blue. Should have kept it blue for
Oh,
the
you
entire.
should've
I
kept
love
it
the
blue.
blue. The blue's iconic.
Oh my god.
Nate
So-
loves the first Twilight, I learned.
The first
Yeah.
one's pretty sick.
So they, a lot of people when they go to Forks, they have like a blue filter they'll put over their camera to take pictures of like the
That's
filming
funny.
location.
I just hate it because like there's so many movies with this shitty filter, and they by doing it they think they like did something so sophisticated. It's like, yeah,
I have
you
a
put a blue
complaint.
filter on it.
I have a complaint about this mug. It's very heavy, and the handle's too thin, and it hurts my fingers to hold it.
Your
Feel it.
fingies hurt?
I had no problem.
And that you'll see what I mean because I've been nursing this thing.
Mugs.
You were never,
the edge
Nursing.
the edge is too sharp.
Never
it
beating
should
the
be more
allegations.
rounded.
Always a princess diva.
Why is the handle so thin?
All right, business opportunity.
Okay, first of all, the Native characters, the Native Americans,
the blacks.
the blacks.
That's her last name.
Yeah.
So like, just isn't a little fuck. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry. There's like a
That along with what I'm gonna say is, it's just it felt a little racist because like, oh, make the Native Americans werewolves and call them blacks.
She's been the writer's been criticized for that. You're not the only one who feels
Okay,
that
because
way.
I was
that's
I was
a
like,
valid
what?
point.
I was like, this is like kind of cartoonishly silly.
Yeah.
I did not know that element of it. I guess I should clarify. I've never actually seen Twilight in its entirety. I've just seen lots of scenes, including this morning. I decided to, so we're discussing it, watch some of the best scenes in the film,
Wait.
according to YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're fessing out to not doing your homework.
Wait,
I
wait,
got
never,
it.
I never made that commitment.
wait until New Moon. That's when they introduced the Browns.
Oh, very good.
Is that a real thing?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
That was good.
So right off the bat, I was like, that's like, okay, maybe it's just me. I mean, I don't know.
No, and Ethan asked me too, and I was like, listen, I don't know anything about this topic, but it feels racist.
It's a little racist.
Watching it.
Yeah. And then, what's the guy's name? Jacob, the kid?
Yeah.
Dude, he looks so fucking goofy with the long hair.
Yeah.
I was just
Pull up
like,
a
what?
screenshot.
He's not in the movie a lot,
They
though.
they do that on purpose.
Yeah, because he's a hunk in the next one,
The
right?
next one, he's like really ripped, and then his hair's cut.
But I'll also say this. I was kind of taken aback by how young he was in that movie. And it makes me a little nauseous.
Well, you know.
Knowing that grown-ass women were fucking thirsting for him.
Really?
How old was he in that movie? He looked like 16.
The actor?
He was young.
Yeah.
Which
I know
actor,
that
Jacob?
they
Yeah.
were gonna hire a new actor for the second movie if he wasn't able to get like super buff. And he was like, I can do it. And so he didn't have Yeah, he didn't have the wig in the second movie, and he like always had his shirt off in the second movie.
How old was he?
Yeah, how old was he in the first one? I mean, I don't think people were thirsting for him.
Well, yeah, it
first
sounds
one.
like in the
second one is when it went crazy.
Well,
He
he's
might
the-
have been 15 or 16 in the first
He
one.
looks. How old is he in the second one?
At
That's-
16 years old, Taylor Lautner was close in age to his character Jacob Black, Bella's friend who had a crush on her. What?
Okay, that's not my first problem I have with age issues in this movie.
Yeah, let's get to
It's
the
far
actual
from
one.
the worst issue.
This is
Yeah.
the beginning of the long concerns I have about
Yeah.
this.
16 during the first movie, 17 during the second.
Okay.
That's young.
The amount of
Yeah.
sexual attention by grown-ass adults on a
Yep.
17-year-old, pretty weird. Then the other thing I didn't understand is like, she shows up, she's new, and like she is weird and not in like a cute way.
Wait, you didn't think all of the like wasn't cute? All of her like biting her lip and moving her
Oh
hair?
my god.
I know it was.
Her acting is
She can't
fucking
say like one
insane.
sentence or a word without it being like,
Yeah, it's always like
This is what was
Yeah,
killing
it
me
was
this morning
very,
watching
like,
the clips. I was just
every
like, what
time,
the
every
fuck
scene.
is
What
happening?
is happening?
every scene.
It was yeah. I don't know. People or I don't know. They loved that shit for
They
whatever
loved
reason. I
it?
thought it was so awkward. A lot of girls like Bella, if I'm not mistaken.
we
Like,
were like, is this bad acting?
Okay.
Like, what's happening?
It is definitely bad acting, which is mind-blowing because both of the leads have more than proven themselves as very competent actors in other things. They're both
Is that right?
Yeah.
She's good. Is she a good actor?
Yeah.
yeah, she is.
I thought Edward was like, I thought he did a lot better job with his character.
Okay, fair enough. And
Personally.
people have come to, he's Batman now, and people love him as that.
Yeah.
And,
He's amazing.
yeah. So I don't know what the hell
Also,
was
I mean,
going on when they were
That,
making this.
it must
movie.
have been a director thing too,
I
because
think
like you
so.
can't do
Yeah.
that in every scene without the director being like, "Stop."
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so but what I didn't understand is she shows up, like she's pretty, okay, but she's like normal pretty. She's beautiful, but
She's beauty.
I'm just saying like in the movie, it's like every dude is
Yeah.
fucking like. And the
Tiny
minute they
town.
see this
She-
weird, awkward, this girl who's like so dramatic and fucking weird, and everyone's like, the minute they see her, it's like they just lose their minds. Everybody,
but
every
it's
character.
tiny town new girl.
But
You know?
also,
Everyone else there is
everybody
hot.
else is pretty.
Yeah, everyone
yeah,
else.
everyone's beautiful, but
Yeah,
she's
Anna
new.
So it
Kendrick
doesn't
is
make
like her
sense.
friend.
It doesn't. It's not like they never saw a pretty
Yeah.
person before.
It was so confusing because I was like, why are they acting like that? Does she stink or something? and Ethan was like, they all think she's super hot or something. I didn't even understand that at
They were
first.
turning their heads.
I was like,
and
why is
everyone's looking at
everybody
it.
staring at her?
So when I first watched it, I had the same question, and like I was told that the way she's described in the book and the way Edward's described in the book, that it's supposed to be like they're both very attractive. Like she's attractive right out the gate, and all the guys are crazy over her. Him, even his smell draws in people.
Well, that's a vampire attribute. Apparently, they have their scent is designed. Say, AB, it's sad I have to even lecture you on this. The AB scent is meant to draw in their prey.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Everything about them is supposed to lure you in.
Exactly.
It
Also,
does.
isn't like the new girl usually kind of like gets bullied or like gets ignored?
The girls are
No.
jealous.
I feel like-
new girl,
new girl always gets attention.
New boy
Really?
gets bullied.
Wouldn't the girls? Wouldn't there be mean girls if
I
there's
didn't
like
know
this
that.
beautiful
Yeah, I
girl
thought
and
they
all the
were-
guys are
I
like?
thought their girls were gonna be
die-
mean to her,
Yeah.
I
and
was
then they
happy.
weren't.
I know. I was happy with Anna Kendrick. She played one of the besties in there. She is so funny to
I
me.
thought she was gonna
I
be
think-
mean.
Yeah, no. She's Jessica.
wasn't.
Is
I
her
legit thought they
character.
were gonna bully her.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a teenage girl fantasy. You go
Yeah.
to a new school and everyone just thinks you're gorgeous. They
You're the
love
center.
you.
You are the center of the universe. That's the thing about her. Like in every scene, no matter what's happening, it's like she's the center of the entire fucking universe.
Yeah.
And like to the point, I don't even know if they were having a laugh, but like when she almost gets hit by that car and Edward saves her, and then everybody rushes on her like, oh my god, like the queen has been shot.
Oh my god, that scene is insane though. That was one of the scenes I watched this morning, and like the way they have that dude who's in the car that almost hits her just rip into the parking lot like 20 miles an hour and just immediately spin out. It's so fucking funny.
But I felt like they were rushing like her like zombies. Like everybody, like 50 people just charge her.
Yeah.
It's,
Ugh, I wish.
She walks into the school and like immediately someone kisses her on the cheek in like a weird. Oh no, sorry, that's like
Right,
her
there
second
was a
day.
scene, yeah.
Yeah, and then the guy takes his hat And it's
Yeah.
like How You Lick in the Rain Girl, which is super cringe. And like, I don't know. They just would not leave her alone. Every time she
Yeah.
walks through a doorway.
I mean, so I guess I justify it just in that, like, obviously it's campy and it's just like teenage girl fantasy,
Yeah.
which apparently doesn't help explain why AB and Nate love it so much.
Okay.
But we'll get there. We'll get
Okay,
there. We'll
okay,
get there. I'm
okay.
not done.
Okay.
You don't know if I didn't like the movie ultimately or not. I barely scratched the surface. Okay. So that part I just didn't get it. I mean, okay, but it's like a campy movie, so I can write that off. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, Edward's character why the fuck are there vampires in school? Like, give me a goddamn break.
Now this is the biggest question of the movie. Why do they have a?
What a
Why
creep.
Why do they even have a
Dan,
job?
Why else?
Hold on, Dan. This
Why-
man is
Groom
150
teenagers.
years old.
Why is he going to
and he's-
high school?
Hold on, I
To
got
groom children.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is explicitly
This
why.
man
That is the only
is
reason.
150 years old, and then when you go to his house, he has all of his graduation caps.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
trophies, bro.
And there's
We
like
were talking
50
about
of
that.
them. This man is a serial fucking child rapist.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And he pretends to have the first kiss with her.
And then like he's like,
well,
"Oh, I've never had sex before. I've never done this
who
before."
are you kidding?
Yeah, you've
This
been
man
there.
is a sick fucking dude. There's literally no
So-
justification for
okay.
this man being in high school.
It's
Or
true.
his dad working at the police station. I mean, maybe
His dad is
you
not.
could
His dad seems
argue-
dope. No, his dad's a doctor. His dad's a doctor.
No, the one at the
Wow.
police station. No,
That's
Or
her
was-
dad.
That's her dad.
He's a
I
doctor.
thought there was a vampire at the police. Oh,
He
he's a
was at
doc-
the station when somebody
Okay.
died, but
They're friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
So he's
Her,
a
her dad
doctor.
seems cool.
Yeah,
So-
no, he's.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I guess he could. I guess you could argue that he could do good as a doctor because they have like special powers.
But as a fucking as like a 1,000-year-old, like highly sophisticated, extraordinarily monetized person, being a doctor is the best use of your
Yeah,
time.
I mean, those
like
are
you
like
could
a-
do so
that's
much
a
more.
hard
Think
job.
bigger, moron.
like 12-hour shifts every day.
Yeah, that's the
Wait.
way that these vampires live their life.
Wait.
is
He,
so
he knows a
pathetic.
lot about medicine. He's saving lives. I mean, he
Bro,
can't. He
He
can't be
could
too.
save lives so much better.
Make a foundation, a
He
charity,
can't
do
be.
something
He can't
bigger.
be too high profile.
Yeah.
Because he's not aging.
He's already high
make-
profile. Look at him. And
No,
that's the
no,
other.
he's in a small town.
Okay.
By the way, if you're not aging, how can you actually have an everyday job with regular
Exactly.
people?
That's why
around
they
you?
left, and
That's
then
why
they
they
come
left.
back. That's one of the reasons.
And when
Why
Car-
would you even go to high school?
The high school. Okay, so when I watched the movie like recently, I'm like, why wouldn't they be in college if they're trying to blend in?
Anywhere
if that's
else.
the reason,
Why would
wouldn't they be
even
in college?
They know this guy's 150 years
Okay.
old. He knows everything.
Okay, but
do you know how
you-
like sophisticated
Okay,
and
but
smart
through
and
the-
like developed as a human being or a vampire or whatever he should be after 150 years on this earth?
Yeah.
Sitting in a fucking biology class with freshmen.
I've tried to make sense of this myself. What I think it is through the lens of the book, not Robert Patterson, but it's supposed to be a 17-year-old boy, a boy who looks 17, and they're trying to blend in. He obviously looks older, but
Why
I'm
even
guessing,
go to school? They don't need to go to. Why are they
Structure.
blending in?
Structure is so important to maintain a healthy mindset.
Dude, I'm sorry, but you as a
makes no
150-year-old, you're not spending all day in freshman biology.
Yeah.
Fucking that you would go insane. You would kill yourself. You would jump
Yeah.
into the fire.
You would stake yourself.
I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. They've lived 200 years. They could have like the best connections already. They could be like their actual Illuminati. Like they could be running the town. They could have so much money
But, like, in
already
a good way.
accumulated.
See,
You
that's
put
the-
your money in the S&P 500, 200
Right.
years.
Well,
No, they're
they are
obviously
wealthy.
rich.
They're wealthy. No,
they're obviously
they're
rich.
wealthy. Yeah.
Like their house is like ridiculous.
So as somebody super rich, 200 years old, you're not going to high school.
no, you're smarter than everyone. You're gonna live forever. You're rich, and if you actually care about helping
Yeah.
people, there's a bajillion better ways to do it than sitting. Well, in the dad's example, who's like the patriarch who started
Mm-hmm.
this whole thing, being a fucking doctor for like seeing one person at a time. Like that dude can enact like an incredible change in the world, but
And
he's a
then-
pathetic,
Okay,
small, visioned.
I agree with
creep.
everything you guys are saying. I'm trying to answer on behalf of the book, like what I think it is. But also, you guys aren't aware yet, it's in later movies, but there's like a vampire governing council called the Volturi, and they have rules.
Well,
and
this
one
sounds
of the
like spoilers. Hold on.
one of the main
No.
rules
Yeah,
is
why? Hey,
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna watch all of them.
Wait, they're gonna
AB.
watch all
I'm
the
just saying
movies.
one of the main rules is they have to keep a low profile. They
That's
can't.
fine, but you know,
What
Batman
rules?
can keep a low profile too.
Yeah, you can do a lot and keep a
Batman's
low
not even
profile.
magic.
That argument doesn't make any sense. Going to high school is not keeping a low profile.
Yeah,
period.
it's not.
If anything, you have more eyes on you because you're
Exactly.
not aging.
If you look like a bunch of 17-year-olds and you're not going to, if you have 6 kids who are supposed to look 17, I know they don't in the movie.
And he's friends with them. You think 150-year-olds want to hang out with 17-year-olds?
I met this high school
But-
girl
but
that was.
high school
Well, they
is
stick
the
together
What are you
usually.
talking about?
That's why they don't really fuck with anyone else. They're kind of just stick to themselves.
Okay, I
except
have more to
Edward.
say. I have more to say. Apparently, he's keeping this low profile in this high school, except this motherfucker's skin shines, his eyes change color, and she's the first person to notice that this motherfucker's eyes change color.
He
Are you
never
crazy
gets-
right now?
He never lets people get that close.
You don't need to get close. He's walking around school all day,
Yeah, people are just like, who's that beautiful boy with the eyes?
and he does like this when he smells. He goes.
Well, yeah,
scene with that
that
fan?
scene is where, yeah.
I had to go back.
That
I
scene is
had to
so
go back and watch
We
it. I
were
said,
so
"What? Wait, what just happened?" You know this scene, Dan?
When the
I
fan
haven't
blows.
seen that.
Okay, but
when
that's
she first walks
Yeah.
into class,
Yeah, I haven't
they make
seen
eye
that.
contact, and then he
The-
does that.
There's a fan behind her.
But he looks repulsed.
But-
and we were like, does she stink? Like,
But
He
that
does
is
this.
just-
He does this.
No?
that is Bella. Not he does this.
Yep, he does. That's the truth.
Looks like he's
Yeah.
about to puke.
But it's because Bella has a strong ass odor. Yeah.
In a good way.
In a good
apparently.
way, yeah. Her brother, yeah.
She's
brother.
She smells hot.
Yeah.
Which again, if you're 200 years old, how do you find this 17-year-old girl interesting?
Yeah, what do you have to
Yeah.
talk
You're
about? with her?
literally a pedophile,
Like,
and
she
this is
can't
part.
even say a
This is a
sentence.
grooming ritual. Like I believe he's done this many times
Yeah.
before.
Of course he has. He has trophies. Like you said, the
this
fucking
is a grooming
graduation
ritual.
caps. Yeah.
He goes to high school. This is part of like the hunt for him, right?
Yeah.
Because you've seen other vampires.
Yeah.
He goes to high school. He seduces a fucking 17-year-old girl who has no experience with boys, romances them, fucks them, desecrates them.
Okay.
And then hold on, AB. And then he fucking kills them, puts up a trophy, and then does it again.
Here's
There's
the thing
no
is,
other.
no.
There's no other reason for him to be there.
We have data points that prove otherwise.
Well, I don't know those
Okay.
data points, and frankly, those data points.
I agree. I agree with that point. But through the lens of the book, where it's meant for like teenage girls,
yeah.
he's forever 17. He has been 17.
And his brain?
his brain has been
That's
locked.
not how it works.
That
Yeah,
is it?
not.
That's
No,
not how
it
magic
works.
works.
This
not
is
how it
Twilight.
That's not how magic works.
This is
That's
the
a good point.
the-
It's all magic, so.
No,
Yeah.
but it like in the movie, they're like all capable, all powerful, physically unbelievably strong.
Right, yeah.
They're intelligent. They can learn. It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. The kid's not. He's not 17. He's a
And-
150-year-old man.
the character himself is supposed. I mean, again, it is creepy, but the character is supposed to be a gentleman. He is a virgin. He,
No, he is not, baby.
way.
He's 150 years old.
Wait. Even if he's a virgin, though, okay, so this is the first time that he falls in love with one of his victims. At the minimum, he's at the high school to procure victims
point.
to murder. and,
Young
like, drink their
virgin
blood.
women.
Right.
He
No,
likes
he
the
doesn't.
taste.
He doesn't.
He
The Cullens
AB,
don't kill humans.
AB,
Don't kill
vegetarians.
Are you
humans.
gonna get to
AB.
this point?
Thank you,
AB. He likes the taste of virgin minor women.
Bro, he's a
That's his
vegetarian.
favorite.
Are you gonna get to this point? 'Cause
Somebody
I don't
said-
wanna say before you.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, the reason he didn't want her to become a vampire is because he wanted to. She wouldn't be as hot.
No, because he didn't want her to lose her
She
Bullshit.
lives her
soul.
life.
Why the fuck?
Her life is
There's
over.
literally
He
no
wants-
reason for her
Move
not
on.
to become a
He
vampire.
is willing.
They-
He is willing to grow old with her. I mean, she's gonna grow old, and he's willing to stay by her side.
Why the
wants that
fuck shouldn't she
forever.
live forever, dipshit?
Because
He's
he
gonna
doesn't want
drop
her
her
to lose
dead.
her soul.
You
He
fucking
doesn't say it with me.
idiot.
He doesn't want her to lose her soul.
He's gonna drop her dead and move on to
No,
the next 17-year-old in the town next door.
Bro,
He doesn't though, and he
dude,
won't.
the thing is, the way
Eventually, he's gonna move to the next town, right? You guys said he's gonna move on.
Yeah, move
That's
on.
how history has gone.
Why
yeah.
not make her a vampire that goes with him to
The
the,
thing is,
for
they
the
don't-
rest of
Because
life?
vampirism is considered a curse.
'Cause
Not
he
a
wants-
blessing.
in what way? They're fucking better than
I'm
us.
a monster.
No, they're
In
not.
every way. They're faster, they're smarter, they're rich, they live forever, they have incredible physical prowess. They don't even get killed in the sun in this movie. They just sparkle.
I know.
These bitches
That
just
sounds
fucking
terrible.
Sparkle in the sun, motherfucker.
It sounds
They have
ugly.
glitter.
This man be covered in glitter. What's
Fenty
this
diamond
curse
ball.
exactly? No, seriously, what's the curse? I didn't
What, do
see
you
a
wanna
fucking
be a
drawback.
vampire?
Monster.
Wouldn't it be part of evolution that we would all become vampires? 'cause
Also,
they're better?
if vampires never die, the world would be overrun with vampires. Like,
Yeah.
I know how
I needed to
population
take
works.
my mic off because I couldn't get up, but now I can. I took it
Good,
off.
good.
It is like they only eat animals. It's like surviving
That's what
on
they
tofu.
say.
They're suffering.
That's
say,
what they
exactly.
tell their 17-year-old prey.
No.
That's what they say.
No,
That's
it's
what
the
they
truth.
told us,
He
the
doesn't want her to
viewers.
suffer. He doesn't want her to lose her soul. What if he's the bad guy?
So then why the fuck is this doctor, the patriarch, who's Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, turning people into vampires all the time to, quote, save their life? Well, Bella's dying of age.
What?
Also, she got bit. She got poisoned by a vampire at the end. Also, it's badass and obviously better than her dumb, pathetic life with her dad.
Why would a grown woman want to stay with a 17-year-old forever? It makes no
Dude,
sense.
he obviously thinks
As
she's
she will
hot.
become like 50-year-old.
Dude,
Right, it'll become weird in the other
It'll
direction.
become weird.
Yeah.
They talk about it in the other movies.
They do.
Dude. Okay, tell me this. He finds her more attractive as a human. Yes or no?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
No.
you guys are rape apologists.
No, he is. Listen.
No.
You guys are
Listen.
pro groomer.
Listen.
I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Dude, the answer is so
Absolutely,
obvious.
yes.
He finds her hotter as a human.
No.
Or if he really loved her, he would have turned her into a vampire because they could live together forever.
Well, that's the thing is he does love her so much he doesn't want to hijack her from her entire life and her
But
whole
she
family and
actually,
everything.
but he is doing that.
Well,
What?
yeah,
Why?
No, he
Yes,
said,
because
no,
she's
no,
gonna
he
become
says
secluded.
that, like,
She's gonna hang out with the weirdo vampires
Right.
and slowly will turn off everybody else in their life. And she basically is like joining a cult low key.
Also, don't wait,
a-
because
a
once she gets
valid
old,
point.
his ass is gonna have to be with some old ass
'Cause
crusty lady instead
their
of
life
a-
is gonna be
instead
so,
of a hot
like-
ass 17-year-old forever.
It's so not relatable. Like they
Sound
can't
like
have the
that's it.
family over with her family.
But
Come on.
sometimes you just meet someone and you're like, oh, I love them so bad, and that's what happens in this
well,
book.
that's one of the themes that comes in later
So true.
movies. She has nightmares about aging, while he stays beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
They
the
do
cure to
talk
that.
about it.
Oh, they talk about it.
They
They
do
talk about it.
extensively.
Beautiful, do you work out?
Let me ask you this. This man's been to school. I didn't count
Workout.
the amount of graduation caps, but he's graduated at least, let's say, 30 times from high school. He's never liked a girl?
No, they're
No.
too young.
Okay, what about her?
She smells better.
She's hot enough.
She's hot enough. She's young, but she's hot enough.
Only
Every
exception.
girl in that school was just as pretty.
No, I'm being serious, you guys. Don't be silly about this. You
Okay,
think
well-
he's never liked a girl before?
Well, no. Well, for one, he's like I said, like her smell. For one, it got his attention, but also he can't read her mind. I think that's one thing. She stands out
Oh,
to
he
him.
can't read her mind? I'll
He-
tell you what's in it. Nothing! There's nothing to read. She just sits there nervously and ridiculously the whole time. That's why you can't read her mind. She's fucking. She's
different.
She's a
Opposites
nothing
attract.
She's literally a blank slate of a human being.
How
She-
dare you.
Well, that's the
she's-
point.
She's
How dare you.
Okay, so
She's
he likes
supposed to be a
dumb
blank
people.
slate.
He finds her hot because she's so
Sounds
dumb
like a
that she doesn't have
predator.
thoughts
They
rolling
showed
around
it
her
a few
brain.
times in the movie. He's surprised by her reaction to things. Like she's
Sounds
different,
like a
all right?
predator.
She's
I'll
like
tell you, I'll be honest.
Not like other girls.
she's not like other girls.
At a certain point, I turned to Ela and I asked, I'm going to word this in the best way possible.
oh no.
But I felt, and no offense to, but I just like, is she, I think she's special needs.
Yes.
I think she might be special needs.
Retard.
Hey, Zach, that was the Airbus that said that. Come on, with
Yeah.
the Airbus.
Yeah, Ethan asked that at one point.
And I say that not even joking because like she's always like she can't think, she can't talk.
she's quirky. She's shy.
And then well the part that really put me over is he's like, I can't read your mind. It's like, and then again, special needs doesn't mean there's nothing in your mind. So I'm not trying to offend any of them.
God.
So
I'm
there-
just talking about her. She's very dumb.
Let me ask you guys a question. So you guys liked this movie when you were like a teenager?
No, I saw it as an
even
adult.
younger.
Nate, I love how unabashed you are.
So
Because I was gonna ask, maybe now as an adult, do you feel like maybe you've been duped into
I watched it when I was in high school, and I remember the girl I was with at the time wanted to watch, and I was like, please don't make me watch this. But when I watched it, I was kind of like, it's hard to describe. Like, I know it's cheesy, I know there's stupid parts, but like there's so much to comment on that I find it enjoying. Like, and like I genuinely want to know what was gonna happen in like future movies as they start to go along. So it's weird. It's not like I think it's like a good movie like The Godfather or you know, Titanic or another love movie that's actually like legit. It's just, I don't know. It's fun.
You have a mic on your head.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, but I saw these movies when I was 24, 25, and I saw it during COVID. My Leslie and her sister showed it to me. And I didn't see it as a kid or when I was a teenager because I was like being annoying, be like, no, those are for girls and they suck. But they're entertaining.
Nate's Stolen Valor. Nate only likes the first one, not the other
I like
ones.
Eclipse. I think New Moon sucks, and then Breaking Bad Part 1 sucks.
Breaking Bad?
Or Breaking Dawn, whatever, dude.
Also, like, I get they're trying to like make her every girl. You girls are way more interesting than her.
Aw,
All you
thank
girls
you.
out there watching this movie, looking up to her, I guarantee you are way more interesting,
I mean,
dynamic, beautiful than this.
even the other girls in the movie seem to have more character.
And they're
than her.
obsessed with her. Like, she's the fucking only person in the entire world.
Okay, I don't know how to describe this. This is gonna come out cheesy. I think what they were going for is more closer to my wife Lena. But no, seriously, I think it
What do
was
you
meant
mean?
to be so like.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I
She's
mean
down.
someone that's
She's-
like very like.
Why would you put your
She
wife down
stands
like
out
that?
because of like she's sweet and she's.
She's nothing like Lena.
Exactly.
She's
Lena,
brave
if
like
Lena
Lena.
was
You
in
know
the
what I'm-
movie,
Lena's
it'd be,
like up
I
here.
believe it. Yeah.
I know she's
If
not
Lena
like
was
Lena,
in
but
the
I'm
movie,
saying
I'd
I
believe
think
it.
that's more what her
I
character's
have
supposed to be
never
like.
met someone as neurotic and off-putting, like socially, as her.
Yeah, that was a good compliment, AB.
That was a super. I know what you mean, right?
I wonder-
I know what you mean.
She's supposed to stand. Yeah, she's supposed to stand out.
But she doesn't.
She does
She
stand
just
I want
out.
to be a
Cross
vampire so
quirky.
bad.
She stands out, all right.
So who would that make you, AB?
You know.
Edward.
Yeah, we know.
I'm kidding.
Okay,
Bro
but
wants to
I'll
be a
actually
vampire.
to
I have a
I'm the
question.
creepy
Who
115-year-old.
made this movies? Who made this movie?
some lady wrote it who's doing like fanfic on another story. Isn't that the story with
Stephanie
Twilight?
No, so I clarified this morning because I kind of had that in my head too, but it's the opposite. 50 Shades of Grey was a fanfic, a Twilight
Oh.
fanfic.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Twilight. So the story actually was interesting. We were talking about it this morning. The actual author was not a writer, and she had a dream that she wanted to turn into a book all of a sudden. She wrote the first novel in 3 months with
That's
no
pretty
experience.
impressive.
A dream.
That's what I said.
It's hard. It's so hard writing like a novel,
Yeah.
especially with no practice. I
She
mean,
was
that's impressive.
Horny as fuck.
Yeah, she was.
She had to get it out.
Yep. Well, a lot of people.
What does she
have-
look? Can I see who wrote
Stephanie
these?
Meyer.
Stephanie
Myers.
Myers.
She's still writing.
A lot of people say that like she clearly wants to be Bella so bad and is like in love with Edward. Like truly,
The
truly
author?
yeah.
This is her.
Like
Is she still
that
writing?
character is her dream man.
I
I think she
Got it.
recently wrote the first book, but from Edward's
Yeah,
perspective.
Look at these. Look at these covers. You know exactly
People
what
are
these
saying
books are
it's
like.
Twilight was an MCR fanfic.
My Chemical Romance?
Oh yeah, it was.
That's awesome.
I don't even know what that means.
What
I
does
don't
that
see
mean?
anything about that.
That kind of makes.
Well, okay, Stephanie Myers. I mean,
Okay.
it's a wonderful success story. I'll say that. From
Yeah.
no
Totally.
experience to writing. I mean, that's inspiring. However, your book sucks. Oh no, sorry. No, I mean that. I didn't read the
if you
book.
guys-
The book's probably a
did.
lot better than the movie.
I read the
What is
first
about
two.
Mormons? People are saying it's
In a
about
book?
Mormons.
Well, she grew up Mormon, I think.
Okay, so there's theories
Okay.
about this whole
Mormons are
overarching
vampires?
story is about keeping your
Explain the
virginity
glaze,
until
dude.
marriage. There's and like anti-abortion. There's a lot of like
Christian
I don't
themes
know.
in it.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate it is. I don't want to hear it. I just ignore it.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah.
want to go down that path.
Why are so many people saying it has something to do with 9/11?
That's not real.
Look
No,
up
the 9/11's a
9/11
reference
theory.
to when 9/11 happened. The singer from My Chemical Romance started the band, so they're
Oh.
saying 9/11 is the reason for Twilight.
Oh, I
Hell
see.
yeah.
Okay.
That adds
Oh,
up. Makes
wow.
sense.
Well, that's nice.
We're all connected by the great
I-
chain of being.
It
Aren't we?
really is.
Such a tragic
From every
event.
tragedy blooms
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah.
Was it better to exist without the tragedy? Always. But from the tragedy blooms countless wonders.
Yep.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
All right, so let me see what I'm just working through my list, you guys.
What else you got?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how do people? Nobody noticed this guy. Like, he stopped the car with his hand. He ran to her.
I
in
thought
a
that
split
too when I
second.
watched, because that was one of the scenes I watched this morning. Just the blocking of that scene, like everybody's standing around and they're all looking because this crazy accident, and he just like kind of hops over the car and runs
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, where the
Nobody,
fuck is
like wondered like
I agree with Dan. The blocking is really weird. It's supposed to be that he's faster faster than what you've even seen in the movie.
he's fast as
he's
fuck. Boy.
he's the fastest vampire out of the Cullens.
He's right.
Yeah,
Yes,
I recall
They mentioned
that.
in the
He got
baseball
there
scene.
first.
Right.
Yeah, he's faster than the others.
Fast
And
as
also,
fuck, boy.
Fast as
I know.
That's the line.
Yeah.
Edward is
Wait, I
faster
forgot.
than the others.
CIA would have been
Carl.
all over this shit to make sure it's not like a Russian weapon or something in real life.
Say what?
that it's not some sort of bioengineered superhumans
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
He's saying the federal government would be investigating these vampires for sure.
Oh, the feds have super vampire soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say also the scene. I don't know if you've seen that one, Dan, but there's a scene where she walks alone, and then there's guys trying to like prey on her or do something to her, and then he comes and saves her.
No.
In a Volvo.
Okay, so he comes in the car,
In a Volvo.
and then the way he drives off is insane.
Oh yeah.
I might need to
He
look
saves
at
her
this.
life,
that.
and then he's driving like you remember that psycho we saw on the 101 who was driving like with what's that dork's name? The Twitch kid.
Are we able to,
Oh, it's like
to pull
Squee.
that scene, or
With
would we
Squee.
get blocked?
Neon.
Neon.
Yeah.
Can
Well-
we show it? Probably not.
To answer that, it's because of his senses are better. He could see better. He could hear better.
Can't control what
So he
others
can
do.
drive better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A car doesn't have the mobility of a body.
I mean,
It's kind of limited in what you can do in a car. He drives out into traffic and he's literally just putting her life
He's
back,
doing
right
like
back in risk.
Formula One
Yeah.
spinning.
Okay, but-
and
there is a super
Race
cringe
car
line.
driving.
Then when he tells her in the car, distract me so I don't turn around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was very bad.
Talk to me so I don't turn around.
But again, through the lens of the book,
The other part that was kind of funny was like how they so she's walking and these guys are following her and then somehow like they entrap her in like the most insane way human like she's out in an open field basically and then somehow they're following her but then they all come from like a perfect circle around her.
That's coordination. That's sick, actually.
Unbelievable, like Via Kong type of shit, dude. Like these guys are good.
They drilled that. They had a lot to do. Yeah.
Didn't Edward get them to leave just by like looking at them?
He hissed at them.
Yeah.
oh, hey, Chad said it's like Franklin from GTA driving. If you understand that reference, that's good, Chad. Yes, exactly.
It was so unnecessary, man. So here's my note. I have a note here. Like it says, "Is she special ed?" I already talked about that. No, but why nobody noticed this MF? I don't buy that. He's like the most standout guy. Like he's hot as fuck. He's tall. He's like
Pale.
perfect, right? His features are perfect. His eyes change colors. He's doing feats of unbelievable
And he
strength.
acts like a school
How
shooter.
does he actually also like avoid the sun if he goes to school every day?
No,
Like,
they
'cause it's
avoid certain
cloudy.
days. When it's sunny, they don't go to school.
Yeah, when it's,
It's-
sunny, they go camping.
That's
as
why
a
it takes
family.
place in Washington. because it's cloudy
nobody
all the time.
notices.
Yeah,
No,
but
they talk about
No,
it.
they
They
talk
were like
about
they were like Carlisle takes them on
go
vacation
on
whenever the
camps.
weather gets nice.
And it's
But-
not
'Cause
fucking.
they're rich.
Nobody's like weird.
Well, nobody's like, oh, magic exists in this town, just because,
Yes.
just like we wouldn't
They're
assume
eccentric,
magic
yeah.
exists in this town.
Exactly. Sorry to make a cut you off, but I'm
No,
agreeing.
I needed that. Thank you.
All right, let me see what else I got.
They're like, those people are fucking weird. they're kind of all siblings fucking each other, but
Yeah.
nobody
Thank
thinks
you.
magic.
Here's a
Exactly.
note I have. It says I said he's 150 years old and he acts like a bitch, dude. Like
he's forever
he
17.
acts like a child. Thank you.
Well, he's 17.
He's
He's
stunted at
17.
17.
He's 17
He is
mentally.
not 17,
His
bro.
frontal lobe
can't
never
develop
developed.
any
bro.
further.
Thank you, Nate.
Zero
that
frontal
true?
lobe there.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I believe that.
I do.
I do.
Could I? You
Still
think?
has a soft spot.
But what about like life experience? Like if a 17-year-old is lived through Earth for 200 years,
Yeah.
would he still act
Would
like
he be the same person?
a
No.
hormonal teenager that can't talk to a girl?
He's not more hormonal, he's a
in the
vampire.
TCU, yes, in the Twilight cinematic universe, it's canon that they stay 17.
Well, they
Oh,
also
it's
don't really
fun.
talk
Yeah,
to
like my
anybody.
boyfriend.
They just kind of talk amongst themselves. That's kind of like no one talks to them.
I have to
I
say
don't
the
know.
twist that his family's actually cool and nice. I thought was
That was
I
nice,
like that.
actually.
So yeah, they're a unique set of vampires in that they don't eat people. There are certain things that I will say, like as something that's not like I don't know, they establish stuff in these movies that actually is really interesting. And without spoiling it, they do one thing that they set up from the first movie that they don't show to all the way to the end, which was really fucking badass, and I did not see coming. I'm like, oh, that was
Okay, it's
That
got
was
a
pretty
twist
good.
to
Yeah, no,
come.
that's-
That's
I
a
agree.
positive. Do you think we could get away with showing like 6 seconds
Probably.
of this footage? Because I found the driving scene that
Probably,
you were talking
yeah.
about. I'll leave it on mute to hopefully avoid getting claim. But
I could dub it if you need.
Look
Here,
at
do you show my
chicken.
screen? Oh, you are. Okay. Here. So this is him after he rests.
What the fuck?
What is this?
Oh my God,
He's in a
that is so much
Volvo.
cheese.
He's
Wait,
safe.
wait.
Wait, I want some.
It's this right here. He like cuts that car off so hard. And
See,
spins
how is that
out.
not cool?
Also endangering other people's lives. Like, who's gonna say they're not gonna drive into a ravine?
Oh, we got
He's
we
such a
got
solid bitch.
food here.
He's a gentleman and a scholar, and he listens to the
He's
Boozy.
not a scholar. What part of him is a scholar?
He's in high school for a long time.
What kind of
He
scholar?
Perpetual
knows a
student.
lot about biology.
I'm sure he took that class 100 times.
Also, I shared my favorite Twilight TikTok video somebody made. It's really
watch
good.
this. The one thing I'll say is that I concede that I would be more interested in the plot if I didn't know as much as I do. If it was a new
didn't
movie,
know. I didn't know anything. I still
No,
felt
they-
well, like
the
when
same.
with like the vampires, like there's like some foreboding with Jacob, and he's like, "There's
By
vampires."
the last, I'm telling you, the last movie.
Look at this one's good.
Okay,
The
so
proportions and
I
stuff.
watched these movies, and I can't believe I'm admitting this publicly, but the last one I read it because I didn't want to fucking wait.
That's not embarrassing. I do that. That's how why I started reading Game of Thrones.
Oh, with this series though, it's a little.
That's academic. That's
But
smart.
So when I'm watching the final movie,
What
they
is
have
this?
this huge scene, and
Onion.
it's not in the book. And I'm watching this like, what the fuck was I smoking when I was reading the book? But that scene is really, it's really cool. And
Which
the
one?
audience, like,
Wait, which? Oh, the scene that's not in it is really cool.
yeah, it's I don't want to. It's implied.
And so we're discussing. What are we discussing?
The Twilight series.
Okay. Do you want to tell us about the scene that wasn't in the movie?
I don't want to spoil it for you guys.
It's
What-
really big.
The last scene.
Are we misunderstanding each other? Or?
Yeah.
There's something smart that is done with the plot in the final movie so that it kept everybody on their toes.
Yeah, not in this movie.
And in the final movie. And the
Okay.
theater
Oh.
lost their fucking mind. I don't think
Okay.
I've ever
Yeah.
seen a theater react to a movie that way.
I freaked the fuck out.
People were screaming. It was intense.
Me and my sister were yelling. We were yelling.
And so I just want to say one last thing. As someone that loves nerd shit, and like when they have those like moments like where they set up something like in a power or ability or some transformation type thing, the way they executed it in this one was really well done in the end.
Did he
Okay.
did he change into a new person? And then you're like, oh my god, there's so much more to this that I didn't know. No. I'm not done, by the way.
All right. Actually, the video I sent you, watch it after we see
Yeah.
the next movie. Not the because I guess this is a scene from the second movie, so
Okay.
you won't get it.
I'm gonna do all of them, so I'll watch this one.
Yeah, save it for the next.
5.2 million likes. This hit
Yeah,
hard.
it's a banger video. But you won't get it. You haven't seen the second one.
Okay.
I promise you have a lot more commentary on the next ones too. They get fucking yeah.
I can't wait till we get to clips. I want to talk about the tent scene. That scene is a banger.
She was so mean to her dad for no fucking reason.
Oh yeah.
That is the
know.
saddest part of the whole series.
Why did she need to be mean?
so
There was
sad.
literally no
There's
reason
no
for her to
reason.
be mean to him.
When she said,
could have
like,
just
I
said,
ju-
"I have to go." She didn't have to like fucking bomb on his whole life.
I don't want to be trapped here just like
I
Mom.
hated that.
I was
That's
like,
so mean.
bro, he's not like a dog.
No.
Where you're like, go away, don't come back. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you
He's
doing?
such a good dad.
Why would she
You're
want?
stupid,
Why
bad
would she
dog.
want him to believe? So she's planning on going away, and she wants him to believe that she hates him, and that's why she's leaving. What kind of sick game is that?
She doesn't want him to follow her, especially because
That's
he's
not
a
how
cop.
parenting works, dude.
Well, especially because he's a cop.
She's very dumb. That's my point. She's very dumb, and that's why you can't read her mind. Pretty
Again,
obvious.
I'm just explaining on behalf of the story. I agree with you. A lot of this shit's stupid.
That's basically everything I've got. Overall,
What do you think of the baseball scene?
Oh yeah.
look. Overall, the whole it felt like a long episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
Like
that's
in
good.
aesthetic and,
That's funny.
tone.
Okay.
and
I love
and
Buffy,
cheesiness.
but it's
it
more
felt like a
structured.
TV show quality. It didn't feel like a movie.
Did you guys enjoy not but the experience of it? Like, not the quality of the movie, but did you guys enjoy watching it together and commenting on what you guys thought was stupid?
I guess.
I'm thinking of where to put it on, like, I don't know, 5 stars. Is that what we're doing here? We could do 10 stars because you end up just doing half stars
And
anyway.
exactly. Do 10.
Yeah. 5 stars stupid. Still 10. You
Well,
do
a
halves.
lot of people do half stars with the 10 as well. Should we just do
Well, that's
20?
ridiculous.
Should we
Let's do
20 stars?
100.
Out of
100
stars.
makes 100%.
We're gonna be very accurate.
Right, 100%. That's
Yeah.
true.
Very
That's
accurate.
Historically, that's true with stars.
Honestly, overall, was it a good movie? No. Was it enjoyable? No.
Really?
Did I find the characters interesting?
No.
Not even close. They're all so one-dimensional. It's like this isn't real. Did I? Was I inspired by the acts of love and romance? No.
Not even a little?
It's dumb because it's dumb. It's not real. It's dumb.
No, it's not. It's not dumb just because it's not real.
But it wasn't like well developed. It was just like it's just dumb.
It was so real to
It's
me.
all dumb.
I like the scenes where
Dumb.
where he was taking her piggyback
Yeah.
and he's just fucking boning out, dude. That guy, it's crazy, dude. Those vampires are powerful. No drawback. Literally no drawback. Literally.
I think that if you wanna like one of those like watches where you know it's gonna be bad and you kind of like hate watch it for the fun, I think it was nice in that regard.
Thank you. I'll accept that.
I love watch it.
There was this scene like she was exiting class or her house or something, and she fell down. And then the scene goes on with no fucking connection to the fall. She fell for no reason.
Wait, really?
No. Yeah,
Wait.
she falls and he goes, "Can't you even just walk by yourself?"
No, that was a different one, I think. That was when they were in the forest together. There was
He
one where
shit
she
at some point.
Doesn't she slip when she's about to
She
get into her
slips
car?
like outside of the house. Or
Yeah, she's like
something.
leaving the house, she falls, gets
What's the
up,
point?
nothing happens.
Was that just a bad take and they didn't have time?
No,
what
she
was
we
it?
gotta move on.
Because she's quirky.
She's
a
they're trying to show
klutz.
that she's a klutz?
Yeah.
I see.
That's so
no
stupid.
character development.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Teenage
That
girls
does
relate to
nothing
that.
to the
Awkward.
character.
At that age, they
No, it
you know,
wasn't awkward. It just looked like she just like hit a pebble or something.
I know, but
like it looked like a reasonable, like, just it happens.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of
God,
people at
that's
that
funny.
age, they relate to being awkward. I was walking to the bus stop once and I slipped on ice.
Well, sure,
And instead
I
of
mean,
acting like I was slipping, I thought it was a God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I thought it was a better idea to act like I was dancing. It's an awkward time.
Do you
I wouldn't
pretend
even
you were
believe that's
sliding?
true.
You were doing one of these?
I don't even fucking know. I don't even know why I said it.
I love that.
I kind of I think the vampire is such a interesting canvas. These immortal creatures, like what would you really be like if you lived forever? Like 10 years for us feels like so much time. They're 1,000-year-old. How does 10 years feel? You know, how much do we learn and grow in like the past like 20 years? To them, you know, like how they would be so smart. They have such a different outlook. And here they have this wonderful potential for this character, and this dude is sitting in fucking high school biology trying to fuck a 17-year-old.
Chat said that take was a mistake, and they just kept it in.
I had kind of a
Really?
feeling that that's what happened.
Wow.
Shoot it again, motherfuckers!
Nice, Dan. You called it.
It fits the character. So.
I just
Okay.
found it. I believe, right?
Yeah, play it. Yeah, this is it.
This.
Yeah. Oh, go to the beginning. Go to the beginning. It's muddy.
That's her dad. He
Yeah.
helps her up.
It's muddy. That
Okay.
could happen to anybody.
Cool.
And then the scene just proceeds, and they don't
Yeah,
mention it. Okay.
nothing.
Nope,
Great.
that's it.
That's
I call that good
character
direct.
development,
That's good
you guys.
directing right there.
Wow.
Show her dad being fatherly, you know, helping
yeah.
her up.
I thought it was cool that I haven't seen this before. The vampires had unique abilities. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's in other movies, but I haven't seen where.
I agree. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is there an actually good vampire movie, like a sophisticated one,
There's like,
like not a
Bram-
romance?
Bram Stoker's
what about
Dracula.
the interview with the vampire?
You say Interview with the Vampire?
I just saw
Yeah.
that the other
Yeah,
day.
that one's good.
Interview's pretty good.
I
I
haven't-
mean, it also has creepy themes, but most vampire things do. It's kind of baked into
Well, because they have to kill
the
people.
narrative. Well,
No.
and specifically like young people stuff. You know what I mean?
So,
I don't want to like spoil the movie. I like if you're gonna watch it, it's worth watching if you've never seen. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's also really gay.
It's really
It's
gay.
pretty gay.
It's pretty gay, but in a good way.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a plus, I guess.
I will
That's a-
say, as the movies go on, it's kind of interesting what they do. Like, you find out more about the other vampires and like the council, and like they're all fucked up. Like, they eat humans. Like, they come on like a tour bus to like explore somewhere in Rome, and they like eat them all. Like, they're really fucked up, but they. I don't want to say too much. They collect like vampires with really special abilities to be on the council. To like
X-Men.
Sort of, yeah, like X-Men. And they really want Edward and Alice because Alice sees the future. Edward can read minds.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah,
those are
that's
dope
kinda
ass
what
abilities.
I was saying. There should be like Illuminati kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they're like the
what
Illuminati
are
sort
the
of.
other abilities? Like how to cook perfect popcorn? Like
But then a person like
Pain.
that, should
why?
not-
How shitty are the other vampires' abilities? Sorry. go
a
ahead.
person so important should not be spending time at a high school.
No.
Like that's what doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
also they don't want to be involved with they don't want to be involved with that because they're all murderers. So that's another reason they try to stay away and low profile.
I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch all of them. I'm committed. I'll do the next one next
I'll
week.
say the next one's gonna be tough. But it has enough
watched-
cringe.
watched-
It has the reputation of being the worst one.
I'm gonna
moves
end up
slow.
liking that one. Watch.
Yeah, I think you should watch it too, because
Yeah, I guess I'll have to. Allie will be very excited. She
It'd
loves
be
these
fun
movies.
to hear you hate on it, which I'm sure you would.
What was
yeah.
my?
She likes. She's more like the hate. She wouldn't call it hate watching, but like she likes them because of how goofy they are.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
But ultimately, my score.
Oh yeah, this is big.
Among like actual good movies.
I think it's cool how they all became big actors. I think that's interesting lore. Or the two main.
That's true.
Actually, and even her friend. I think
I don't think that has anything to do with the score of the movie.
I'm trying to give it a totality, like a historical rating, and it's a cultural touchstone.
Yeah.
The highest rating I can give it, considering all these other aspects that benefit the score outside of the story and the movie itself, the highest I could give it is a 5
Out of 100?
10?
Out of 100.
out of 10.
Oh, okay, out of 10.
I think that's generous.
It is a little generous.
That's right in line with the Rotten Tomatoes was 50%. It was 49%, but it's
I would
effectively
be
a
like
5 out
somewhere
of 10.
between 3 and 4.
Wow, even lower.
Yeah, 5 seems high considering what you
I'm
said.
being-
5 seems high.
Yeah.
I'm being generous. But I think, well, 5 is a very bad score.
Well, technically
It's not
that's
very
average.
bad.
That's average.
No, it's not. It's a F.
No.
No.
Under 5 would be.
If you're going to see a movie and you see that 50% of the critics hated it, I'm not that stoked.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
No,
middle of
but
the
it's
road.
5 out
Some
of
people
10.
love it, some people
Middle
hate
out of the
it.
road. Yeah, it's mediocre. It's saying it's mediocre.
To me, that says bad movie.
If
I mean,
you
I guess
had-
I agree.
If you had 1 page of notes for this movie, you're gonna have like 2 or 3 for the next.
All right.
It's a wolf thing.
Is the next one long?
It's a wolf thing.
I think they're all about the same length.
2 hours.
Yeah,
And there's 4 of them? Is that
5
right?
technically.
5.
There's 5.
They split the
5.
last one.
Oh, boy.
I don't understand how there's any romance between her and Jacob. Like, she's so locked in on Edward. Like, that girl would fucking do anything for that vampire cock.
I will always argue. I don't know how Team Jacob was even a thing.
I agree. Now,
Well, our audience, I took a poll at the beginning of this discussion, and they were split 70-30.
I was confused by
Because
the
Jacob has
poll.
abs. That's it.
It's just a matter of Jacob.
But he seems
Is
like
that
a really
otter?
sweet kid in the first one.
Well, there's yeah.
In
There's
the
different.
second-
Go ahead.
no, I'm so sorry. In the I really loved him when I was a kid because in
Shallow.
the second one, he's just like he won't take no from
he's-
Bella. She's like dating Edward, and he's like, please.
Oh,
and
that
she's
is
like,
so pathetic.
Stop. Yeah.
That is so
There,
pathetic.
yeah, there's other aspects at play too. Like if she is to stay with Jacob, she doesn't have to give away her soul or whatever the hell, however they phrase it, I forget. But yeah, she can still live normally with him and grow old with him.
Okay. She didn't like him. Does she?
Yeah, no, I know.
She's like literally obsessed, like in a sick way with Edward. Which is also kind of rapey considering
Kinda
it's not
cultish.
natural. It's all the vampire senses and shit.
Oh, right. They have
Yeah.
like
The
aphrodisiac
Love potions are-
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of baked. If you're making a story about vampires, there's going to be that undertone, or in this case, just kind of overtone.
It's overdone.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I
Omnicom.
agree. And again, I think through the lens of the book, him not being able to read her mind is sort of like
What
covering
the
that.
fuck happened here?
Right.
I don't know.
This molitas went. Oh, you can't really see it, but it turned into a cheese pancake.
I really think, Dan, you will have a blast watching this with Allie.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I think
I mean, I
so.
was cracking up this morning with everything I was seeing. So
I
probably enjoy
mean,
it.
I think it's good we watch it though. I think it's like I said, it's a cultural touchstone, and it's important to be culturally literate, in my opinion. So it's good to catch up in this spot here.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I'm sorry. Chad said Amy's the type of motherfucker to have dreams like Bella.
I don't understand the mumbling.
Said AB is
You can repeat it.
AB has dreams like Bella.
Oh, about like
You want to get it's a
Aging?
wolf thing. You want to get it.
all I know is that she dreams of aging because AB told me. Well, was that what you guys expected?
Yeah, no, that was delightful.
No.
Thank you for your review. It was good to hear both of your thoughts. And yeah, I think you've convinced me. I think I've got to watch it along with the second one.
I have a suggestion. If we do continue to do this, if people like it,
We are.
it could build up to a little combination of boys and girls night where we have the ultimate debate: Blade versus the Cullens. Who would win?
Blade.
What's
I don't
that?
even
You
need
say
to see
that
the
now.
movies. Nah,
You say that now.
No, they're pussies.
he'll find a way. He's
Dude,
too
they're
clever.
so lame.
Blade's like Batman in that way. Like with
Yeah.
preparation, Blade can take any vampire.
with
period.
preparation. But what if
What are you guys talking
what
about?
if
I don't know
Alice
who
could
that
see
Blade
them
is a
coming?
vampire hunting superhero.
Yeah.
And the
Who himself is
Cole's a
half
vampire.
vampire.
See, interesting.
I think the Cullens would charm him. They'd be best friends, allies, and he wouldn't
Well,
even kill
why
them.
would he kill them though? Because they're
They'd
not.
just
He
be
kind
all
of
be
fucks
friends.
with them. I think he would like them.
Uh,
The fight would never happen. The premise is faulty.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
exactly my. Yep.